Okay, I'm almost ready. Okay, getting ready. Just gotta go to get my stream pulled up so I can watch the comments. And where in the world? My Chanel bag. Here we go. All right, I already got 2 likes. You guys are awesome. All right, it's not a myth. He is live. Yay! All right, get that pulled up. Give myself a little sip here. I just ate a piece of jalapeno cheese bread, and it was frickin' delicious. It's like, I love buying this like loaf. It's just this giant round loaf of like bread. They mix cheddar and jalapenos into it. It's so damn good. Yeah, welcome, Chris. Thanks for staying up a little bit longer just to catch at least a couple minutes, right? Hopefully. I appreciate that. I really do. And, yeah, so today we're back in Foosha. We haven't been back in Foosha in 3 weeks. We've been doing Westwood. And, so here we are. I gotta fix something. Oh, my goodness. Gotta just clean up the cemetery here really quick. There we go. Yeah, so, oh wait, did I already hit the button on that? I think I did. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're back here in Foosha. We're gonna continue working on our population growth and everything like that. I'm also staying, oh, our last, yeah, it's true, huh? And welcome Jen and everybody, Nomus. So yeah, we're gonna be back into population, working on the population, and getting it fixed up and everything here. A couple things I did while I was off camera, waiting for everything while we're finishing up at Demi's stream. I came in here and I laid all the water pipes. We don't have to see any water pipes getting laid down. That'll be awesome. I also was just slightly bored, so I just started decorating a little bit, added in some trees to this shopping area that we built over here one of the last times we were here. Added in this little station for the monorail just because it's necessary to keep going with that because I brought it this way, right? And then I also made this quick little park over here. It's just a spot for people to chill out, eat a snack, play with their kids while they're shopping, things like that, take a break. And yeah, I just was sitting there, it's kind of like, oh, what am I going to do? So right now we are going to get into the meat and potatoes of things here. This neighborhood here is super blank, but I have a great idea for it. So first of all, we're going to start off up here. I already got prepared over here. I got a little walkway going up. There is this little railing, you could say. It's actually the wood fence from parks and everything like that, but it's, I'm looking at it like a railing. So what I want to do is this neighborhood absolutely start sharing some editing. Can't do, oh jeez, 30 tabs open. Oh my god. Wanted to throw the elder care building in here, and it looks really good, just kind of like shoved right, not really shoved, but stuck right here into the corner. We're going to do a couple things with it too. What's kind of nice is it still retains that wood fence up there, and since it has that steep wall, it would look like it was supposed to be that way. So now what I want to do is, since I put the elder care facility in there, I had this really great idea to just kind of make this corner just kind of their spot. So I went into parks and I grabbed down here the dog park. Where's it at? Where's it at? The dog park, because it fits in right here at the bottom nicely. Boom, like that. Then We're going to grab one of the small parks. Where is that? Where'd it go? The tiny park here. I'm going to put it just right. Let's see. Well, I think right here. Yeah. And the reason I chose the tiny park is because it gives you this option, which is kind of cool. And I figured that would look good in by an elderly retirement home and stuff like that. Hey, Drakart, welcome. Awesome. Got a couple people staying up late tonight. Appreciate it, y'all. So you can change the variations here. Obviously, I could go with the pond. But the pond doesn't look right with that little hill there. Then there's the gazebo. Again, you got the hill right there behind it, and back to those little boxes. But variation 1 works out pretty good. So, and I chose this location. Let me see this really quick here. Yeah, I don't think I can put. I chose that on purpose. We're going to fix it. I mean, it's got one box looking a little tall right there on the corner, but that's fine. So, why don't we have this park? You do. This little mini park right here? This is one of the recent ones that came out. Yeah, with hotels and stuff, I believe. You're right. So, now I want to do a little walkway right here. We'll start with straight. Gotta be careful of the road, obviously, or else it gets all picky. And then I'm just gonna bring this down just about here. Then I'm gonna choose freeform because I want to bring it down right there. Ah, crap. That did not work out like I expected. Hold on. Let's fix that. Let's go ahead and just stick with freeform as it is. There we go. That's better. I wanted to get around that little dip because I figure even though it's got that right there, I mean, I could try to bring this up a little bit, I guess. And that's probably about as good as I can do with it. So what we're going to do, though, is make it look really good. And since this is, again, for the elderly home area and stuff like that. Hey, David, welcome. So that's why I started playing Minecraft. Since this is the elderly area, I figure we'll throw in some colorful trees, stuff like that. We'll pretend that they got this this whole spot designed for the elderly. Try to get as many things in here as possible. I like these trees. We'll throw a couple in the back like this. Come on, I saw you there. There you go. Now, just a couple of these. And then we're going to go ahead and choose our trees that are more native to the area here. Along with the large California palm. And I think some grass. Sometimes I think the grass is too tall, but yeah, whatever. It does make the areas look pretty good. Can hide the little bit of the hill right in there. Good base model. Look at room with the sim dollar sign and the displays of graphics. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, saving. Like, what is going on? Throw a few of these in just to kind of fill in the blanks. I mean, again, people aren't going to be walking off of the trail for one. I wish they would. I really wish that the people in the game, the little Sims, would just walk off the trail, just do random ass stuff. Like, oh, I'm gonna walk over here. I mean, sometimes they do, but they're like, because their weird destination thing is, and all of a sudden they walk off trail and then they go through the earth and they're back up over here and they're like, what the hell just happened? And that's not what I mean. I mean, I want them to like straight up like walk off the trail, go over to a little table, sit down, stuff like that. I think would be really freaking cool. Stick a couple of these little trees on the back. Just again, so it kind of fits in with the rest of the area. I don't want to do too much. And yeah, we'll stop right there. They're begging for electricity. It's going to start to bite me in the butt in a minute here. So what we're going to do, and this will help when we're building along with the facility, or, you know, like the housing and everything in this area. And no one made stock exchange block service. No one cares about the financial. Financial sim that details the models. I had to move the comment there so I could see it. Alright, I think we're good with trees and all that. We got our little trail right there. We got our dog park. So what I want to do is, like I said, I got to get the power kind of running into this area. It's going to help out with stuff that doesn't quite connect in over here at Forest and Strawberry. So what I want to do, I want to take and, let's see. We're going to go ahead and start with a couple of these. We're going to find our area where we're going to put them. Right over here is best. We'll put in 3. Then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and run our power lines. I'm going to run up just a little high here, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then I had a line in my test city. I was pretty sure I was able to get... Pretty sure I was able to make this work out somehow. We'll find out in just a second here if it does or not. So anyway, then I like to, I like to make my stuff look kind of realistic. So one thing I like to do when I do these little areas like this, excuse me, is I will take, let go of that. There you go. Plus, what's kind of cool about adding this little road in right here is it gives me some crosswalks for any of the Sims walking up and down there to get to the train station and back and forth and all that. So now, go with freeform. And now we'll go with straight. Get as close as I can to them, and now we'll run back down this direction. And the reason I chose this is because when you see lines that are out in places like this, normally you're going to see service trails and stuff like that for people. So this is the service trail for the line. See, we did get power. I did get it close enough. And I just wanted to make it look like it was actually like a usable, again, realistic enough for a vanilla game. So then we're going to throw in, wait, I need to go here, yeah. We'll throw in the earthquake sensor. Try and line that up with the road. I'm going to put 2 of them in because I can. Then I'm going to grab the short radio mast. Again, boom, it makes it look like a usable area. This looks like a cell phone tower and stuff like that, even though it's for the emergency broadcast. It's kind of like having a cell phone tower that they built in the area and everything like that, and that's the way I'm looking at it. Valley, welcome. Glad you can make it, even though it's kind of late for you out there, bud. Yeah, so this is our little power station, our cell phone tower, stuff like that, and it's helping to kind of control this area or be with this area and stuff like that. So now that we've got that done, next I want to come in here. This big old square I saved for a big old tasty treat. I know you guys love watching these ones, so we're going to come in here. We're going to choose our schools. And I want to start it with the high capacity high school. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to start. I want to make sure I have the right amount of room here. So I'm going to start with going ahead and putting in our football field. Where is it at? There it is. I want this one, because it's a little smaller. Gives you a little more room. I just need that much room right there. Now we can go back over here. Vanilla Skylines, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Nomus, thank you for joining us. If I didn't say that already. I know there's a few people that come in early already. And Arlas, well, hey there, how you doing? I think Arlas is here, one of the first people anyway. I don't know. Sometimes I get confused. I never forget. I never remember, I should say. I always forget. I never remember. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. And I've only had like half my glass of whiskey today. I promise. Yeah, everybody's been here for a little bit now. So welcome, everyone. Only person new so far is Valley and David. Well, David is in a little bit now. Drakkar. Yeah. You know what? I think what the problem is I just need more of this. Let's have a little fun. Yeah, so our last was first tonight. First! Alright, so the high capacity high school now. What I wanted to do is I put the field in first because I wanted to make sure I could bring my walkway right in between there. And I don't want to get too close, so I want to be like right there. Then we're going to grab the high capacity elementary school. Where is that? I'm going to put that over here. Let's see, I'm going to put that kind of right into the corner like this. Then, let's see, I want the faculty building. Add that into the corner right there. Perfect. Now, when it comes to putting in the the elementary school and stuff, Tony had his meds. Oh shit. Oh man. All right. So I want to find the child health care center. I love putting this in right here by the school and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put it right here. Give a little bit of room in between that and the school for our parking lots. Where did they go? I want the regular parking lots. I almost put the paid one in, but I think I'll use the regular ones. I'm going to put a regular parking lot there. Stick one in right there. Then over here, I'm going to put that one in. Now, we're close. We're getting close to what's going to finish up here. We're going to get one more park piece in here. That's going to be the baseball. And yeah, the community one's perfect. Again, I want to make sure I got enough room to put walkways in and stuff like that. So we'll do that one right here. Perfect. Now we can get over here. That's what she said, Domus. Demetrius calling in live from the bedroom. Welcome, man. Alright, so now I want to run. Let's make sure I've got all my. Okay, good. We're going to go straight line here. I did that on purpose. Because if I would have turned around and went this way, it would have taken that little bit off of there, and I wanted it to stay. Perfect. Okay. We'll fix this area in a second. You'll see what I'm going to do with it. Gotta overlap it just a little bit. Stop it right there for a second because... Oh, I guess I could have just came right through here. Probably would have been the smart move. Actually, I'm going to start here. I want it to connect to the parking lot. Ay, ay, ay. Come on. You know, you just, computer players, PC players, you just feel lucky. You know, just feel lucky. You can make shit do whatever you want it to do. You're like, oh, I want this little pathway to go to this specific spot that the guy on the freaking... Ah! Sometimes I feel defeated. And again, that's why I get pissed off. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's not be too defeated here, though. Let's get this finished up. Alright, I think we'll just come out this far. Connect in like that. That should be alright. Do that. Perfect. Alright. Okay, now we're gonna get into some fancy schmancy stuff here. Yeah, you know, you might think, yeah, doing vanilla is so cool and all, but, I watch you guys and all your mods, and I'm like, oh my god, I wish I could do that. Alright, I came here for a reason. Perfect. There we go. See, I was wondering if that was going to make the sidewalk bigger over here. If that, see how the sidewalk got a little fatter because I laid that down right there, the concrete? If it goes too far in there, it screws with like any buildings. So if it does that, I'm going to just have to take that off. But for now, I'm going to leave that. It's what I want it. Then... no, I don't like that. Because the bushes, darn it. We'll have to leave that alone, that'll be fine. Unless... Oh, the school's gonna give me problems. Of course it is. Of course, the child care center doesn't give me any issues, though. Like, I can do all that right there. That's... Whatever. I'm gonna see. Okay, that ain't gonna work. I was hoping to kind of maybe fill that in right there, but that ain't gonna happen. Never mind. Okay, now we're just gonna go in here. We'll finish decorating with some of our trees. Whoa. And try to fit them into spots here if I can. I know that I took up the only area, pretty much. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize. I'm gonna think about that. I don't like it. I don't like it that much, but... We could pretend there's like a planter there, I guess. Alright, let's get some native trees. Alright, now one more tree. Then maybe we'll throw down some grass again. The grass, like, I always feel it's a little tall, but it does definitely help give it the realistic effect and things like that, so. Just kind of toss a few pieces in here and here. See if I can't get one right here. It's not the spot I wanted it to be, but okay. We'll go with that, I guess. Now what I was hoping to do at this point is maybe try to put in a little bit of grass over here. It's not gonna let me. So we're just gonna ignore that for now. And we're gonna call that good. I mean, it's not, oh wait, nope, it's not good. It's not good yet. I forgot something. I forgot to give the kids here a place to eat. Let's see, I want to use a different bench. I haven't used it in a while. This one. Greg, welcome. Welcome. All right, now, sorry, I'm losing my, or I'm not losing, I'm gaining a little bit of, or just putting all my focus on this. Give me just a second here. And I'm putting all my focus on it, and I'm still messing it up. I just noticed, whatever. Then I thought this looked really cool across here when I was building it in my test build, so I'm going to do it again. It takes a moment to like lay it down nicely, but whatever. And if I was in school, at this school, I would totally lock my bike to that. It looked like bike locks or bike spots, whatever. Alright, come on, I'm almost there. Oh. There we go. Alright, now. Sounds like a great target. Should I go back and see Demi making dark jokes? You know what? It's a good day. I think it's a good day to crack this open. This right here is an extremely, well, not extremely, it's a very expensive bottle of whiskey. At least where I live. Other places is a lot more expensive. This one was, oh, so gorgeous. Look at this thing. I haven't even opened this yet. I've had it for like days and days. I've had it like maybe a week now. This is Redbreast Single Pot Still Irish Whiskey. This is made by the same distillery that makes Jameson, by the way. So basically, it's like an improved Jameson, if you want to think of it that way. Yes, good stuff. That is Redbreast. Yes, sir. And yes, where I buy it, this cost me $75 for this bottle. It used to cost me, actually no, it was 79 something. But it used to cost like $40, and then it went up to $60, then it went to 70, and now it's like, yeah, 79, so $80 pretty much. Oh my gosh. And I will absolutely love it. Your town is suffering from a major lapse of power. Oh, I know. They'll get it fixed in a minute. I mean, as the mayor, I can totally sit back and enjoy my whiskey while I can assume that my Sims are doing their job. Now, what might have happened is I don't have building close enough to them. And that is exactly what's going on. So, now that we've built our school, we've got our area set up there. I'm going to show you this really cool little idea I had. Oh my gosh, right after I get a nice little beautiful sip of that. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's so good. So now, what's going to fix this problem, obviously, with our power issue is adding in businesses and such. So we're going to hit pause. We're going to get in here, and we're going to actually create a new district here. Let's make the outline real fast. And I'm going to add the train station into this district just because, like, normally you would have a train station that's there as part of your district, right? So I just think it should be the smart thing to do. All right, now we're going to come across. Then we're going to jump into the larger circles here in a moment. Just want to make sure I've got a nice large space here to work with. Okay, now there we go. Glade Hills. What a pretty name. Okay, now I want to come in here. I want to change this to have that for businesses because it's quiet. I'm going to add a few businesses into this area. And then I want to make this, the self-sufficient buildings. I think it's a great idea. Now we're going to come in here and I don't want to change the style of buildings because when you do self-sufficient, it doesn't change the style anyway. But I'm going to do high-tech housing just because. And I think at this point now, we can start painting in our districts. So what I'm going to do is paint in this one, go to select, and here, grab onto that, it's not wanting to grab it for some stinking reason here. So I'm going to actually start right here then, and I'll drag this down this way. So I want these all to be businesses right in there. Then everything else is going to be housing. It's all going to be housing in here. Canadian R&R Whiskey, 549. First opening review. Well, I'll tell you what. Redbreast is one of my favorite drinks. It's very good. It has a wonderful, like, a vanilla cookie flavor to it, along with the ethanol. The ethanol, you can never get rid of that flavor. But it has a nice, like, vanilla cookie with a little bit of caramel and just some subtle hints of maybe some leather, you know? I don't know if you were a kid that ever chewed on, like, your baseball glove or anything leather as a kid. It has kind of that to it. Definitely. It's very good, though. Very good. It's a 12-year-old whiskey. Absolutely excellent. I highly recommend. We can hit play now. There's buildings there. I highly recommend it for anybody who is a connoisseur of whiskey, has been drinking whiskey for a long time. If you're new to whiskey, this might not be where you want to start, especially because of the cost of whiskey, and the flavor might not be what you're ready for. Again, there's other whiskeys I would say that about too, especially like smoky Scotch whiskeys, like an Ardbeg. If you are a beginner to whiskey, do not try Ardbeg. Do not try Ardbeg. You will hate whiskey forever if you do that. I mean, anybody who knows... Bye, Valley, thank you for joining. Anybody who knows anything about Ardbeg knows that's not a beginner whiskey at all. So, please, for the love of God. For a beginner whiskey, I definitely would suggest don't spend more than $30, $40 on a whiskey. Look for stuff like Angel's Envy. That's a good one for American. For Irish, I love Jameson. And then there's another one that I really love called Hellcat Maggie, but I almost think that it's imported and then rebottled here in America. And then Scotch, the only Scotch I like that isn't, you have to spend money if you want to impress me with Scotch. I love sherry cask Scotch, like Macallan's and stuff like that, but you're talking about spending a really pretty penny. Again, not for beginners. For a beginner, I would recommend probably trying something like a Monkey Shoulder. Wonderful Scotch. So, it's whiskey. Yeah, it's Old Smoky Salty Caramel Whiskey. You know, I'll be 100% honest. I do enjoy cheap. This is like a $13 bottle of whiskey right here. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite whiskeys to buy of all time. Some people are like, hey, can I buy you a bottle of whiskey? I'm like, yeah, get me a bottle of Henry McKenna. And they don't understand that I want that because it's a good whiskey. It's a very good whiskey, so. Cheap whiskeys can sometimes be good. It's all about the way you enjoy the flavor and stuff like that, so. All right, now we've got our business area in. I want to start putting in our housing areas here. We're going to stick to suburbs here. Oh, wait, before I put the housing in. Oh, my God, I almost forgot. I got talking about whiskey, and here we go. I could probably go all day. I should start a channel about it, but there's so many whiskey channels out there, I'd just get lost in the matrix, so. Let's see here. I want to start with throwing down some parks and stuff. One of the biggest things I love about the Tourism and Leisure Edition here that we got with these parks, the tiny park, the tiny playground, these two here, you can run all over town with these. Throw in the tiny playground and just do this. Just boom, boom. Like, you don't even have to, like, plan it out. You just stick it down wherever it wants to land. Just boom, you got a tiny park. Grab the tiny playground, grab the tiny park. Do the same freaking thing. Boom, boom, shakalaka, boom. And the coolest thing about it is they will help transfer power around between houses and stuff like that. It, of course, increases citizen happiness and stuff. And they take up so little space, you don't mind just throwing them wherever. So, dude, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea, Nomus. That really is. The water of life, it totally is, Vanilla. It totally is. Yes, it is. I don't know why they call it the water of life. I'd have to look into the history of that. But I do know that is wonderful in my in my opinion. One thing I want to throw in here is this tourist park, just to kind of break up. I gotta look at something here really quick before I do that, though. That is okay, right here at the end of Robert Street. So I want to throw in this tourist park to just kind of break up the. It fits in really nicely right here. See that? It's got the four square. Just kind of break up between the businesses and the houses I'm going to be setting down right there, because there's at least a street right here to break between these businesses and these houses. As you can see, that first glass of whiskey's already started to affect me. So now we've got that going, you can see they're all massively asking for power. Let's get the houses laid down, because I have some other cool plans for today that I think I want to do. And so housing, let's go ahead and choose our, we're going to hit pause and choose our large. Oh, I got to be careful because it's going to like do stuff on the school. Hold on, we're going to do small really quick, and we're going to make an outline here around certain areas, because I don't want it to like start building in the school zone and crap like that. I hate when it does that and you didn't intend to do it, and all of a sudden there's a house right next door to the school when you wanted it to be a separate school zone. Ha! Alright, there we go. That's all I needed to do. Now we can do this. Large, and we're just gonna go. We'll plop this all down. Actually, I'm gonna be a little careful here again because of the elderly care center that we built up earlier. I think that was a good build. It's something that I haven't noticed other people do is to focus on the elderly care center. And I'm not saying like, everybody should focus on it. No, I haven't seen anybody do anything with it before, and I thought it would be a super cool thing to check out and try to do something with. So yeah, that's why I did that. Actually, I'm gonna do this really quick and go one square over. And I thought, doesn't that look really cool? Like, I could see the elderly people totally enjoying it. They have their own little park, their own little, like, vegetable area and stuff like that. the dog park so they can bring their fifis and foofus and everything down there. So I love it. I'm into it. I'm going to leave it alone. So, gotta be a Japanese whiskey for a train episode. Oh, no miss. Alright, I'll plan that one out for sometime in the future, because there is a Japanese whiskey. It's one of my favorites. It's a Suntory whiskey. It's really good. And it's something I have to actually... It's an allocated bottle here. If you know what allocated bottles are, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, allocated means that, well, the people that own the liquor store like to hide it in back and charge... And only give it to their favorite customers, because they only get a couple of bottles. So Suntory becomes an allocated whiskey here, depending on what it is. Like Ninkasi sometimes shows up on the shelf and stuff like that, but a lot of theirs become allocated. And so thank God I know the ladies at my local liquor store, and they will always give me an allocated bottle if I ask, as long as somebody hasn't already placed a thing on it and stuff like that. So, you know. Anyway, check this out, guys. Glade Hills, it's looking freaking awesome already. There's houses popping up. And like I said, the really cool thing about doing this with throwing those little mini parks in there, I'm so glad they showed up. They don't take up a ton of room. You could throw them wherever, and they are already connecting housing and stuff like that. Some of them are still needing some power and stuff, but it's working out exactly like I was hoping it would. And then, of course, we have power coming in from over here. It's just kind of a supplemental power, because it connects back into the main line that goes into the city here and stuff like that. Because originally we connected our train station off of a power line from over here. So now that this is all done, as you can see, there is such a need of people over here, and that's why we needed Glade Hills to get built up. I had to do it today. I couldn't go and do something fun like we've done before and stuff. You know, I had to put people in their houses. So, pop, pop, pop. It's state-owned, so it does not work. Yeah, that's, you know, I'll tell you, Nomus, our liquor stores, they're not state-owned, but they're state-controlled. So to speak, that's the best way to say it. So I could go and buy a piece of property and want to put a liquor store in there, but the state has to approve it. And if I'm too close to another liquor store or a school or a dispensary, a cannabis dispensary, they won't approve it also. So there's things you have to think about. The Veterans Hospital down the road from me, you're not allowed to build a liquor store within so many hundred thousands of feet or something like that of the VA, because they have people that are going there for alcoholism and stuff like that, their addictions and stuff. So I understand that. I totally do. Then, I mean, they have their laws and rules, but, I mean, those are all understandable. Like, of course you're not going to build a liquor store next to a school. That's stupid. We're not California. So, but you can get whiskey, rum, and such in every supermarket. See, in California, you can actually do that. You can go to any supermarket and buy anything like that. There's other states, too. Like, I could go to Nevada, I believe, and go into almost any store and buy liquor at any store. But in Oregon, yeah, we specifically have to have a liquor store. You can buy beer and wine in supermarkets and stuff like that, but not liquor. Hard liquor, so to speak. So, but yeah, that's, I mean... They control the prices, they control where the stores go, so, like, that's kind of cool, though, on one hand. Say you were a liquor store owner here in Oregon, you're not worried about the guy opening down the corner, opening a liquor store from you, you know what I mean? You are the only liquor store within X amount of miles, and yeah, I would be happy with that. The lady that owns the liquor store around the corner from me, I'm sure she's very happy with the way things are set up, because she makes a lot of money, especially when the holidays come up, and I see her store just lines coming out the door sometimes of people waiting to get in there and do stuff. So, rename the hills. You don't like Glade Hills? So I deal with what in the fuck? Holy shit, Arlass. What do you do for a living? Like, hopefully this isn't something that was against you, right? Like, you didn't do anything wrong, did you, Arlass? That's all I'm asking. Right? Even Jen is like, what the fuck? Whiskey Heights. All right, Nomus, we're down. I'm down with that. I ain't gonna argue with that one damn bit. And if my PlayStation even knows what I'm trying, it does. It does. Oh, it spelt it the Irish way though. Do I want to spell? You know, this is Foosha. I am an American. I'm gonna spell it the American way. Unfortunately, for anybody who hates it being spelt the American way, sorry. There's actually two ways to spell whiskey. There's with an E and without an E. This is with the E. If you spell it without an E, you are referring to European whiskeys. However, that's not entirely 100% true because Redbreast spells it with an E. So it's more or less like kind of Scotches and some Irish whiskeys and stuff like that. So, I mean, it just depends really. I mean, it's like spelling the word color. You know, like people in Canada spell it with a U. People in America spell it without a U. People in Europe spell it with a U without a U. So, yeah. Getting drunk VC. Okay, let's see. Some randos had smashed anyone and everyone and admitted to sexual. That was fine. Wait, whoa. Oh, Discord moderation. Oh, cheese and crackers. Okay, all right. Okay. Holy smokes, our last. You're a mod in the City Skylines Discord? Dude, freaking awesome. I got a mod from City Skylines Discord in my freaking stream today. Yeah. Got my head just grew 10 times bigger. Alright, guys. Something else I wanted to do. We have this a little bit of a need for some for the like an industrial here right now. Our last. So I wanted to put in just a quick little road here. Go freeform. We're going to make sure we have all that turned off. It's always perfect. Oh, wait. One thing I got to turn back on is the zoning. This is kind of a weird spot to put a road, especially since there's an intersection right there. But I don't give a snuffleupagus. You just gotta put a little nubbin in, and then we can turn it. And I like doing this up against the train track because I like to pretend that this is going to continue to be, kind of continue on our industrial area. And I like to pretend that our, industrial buildings up against the train tracks have like stops at the train. I mean, obviously it doesn't happen, but that they have stops that the train tracks can stop, or the trains can stop at and load up, unload, things like that. Where I live, oh, your city has issues, Donnie. Make a city fix. Oh shit. What? Oh yeah, no, that's well, as soon as people move in, we're fixed. No worries there. Holy smokes. You got me worried for a second if that's what it was. This over here, I remember something I did in my test build. I saw this happening. Have to do this. This fixes it. See, there's like, it's all dark over here, so I just got to throw this in. And then we'll, this is businesses here, I believe, so we could just throw another one in just to make sure there's extra, like, cars going around. Boom, right there. So then I got this problem. Okay, we'll fix that. That's good. They want a worker. Shush. I don't care. You can get one. This is okay. So yeah, our main problems are just needing workers, and I understand that. That's why we built Whiskey Hills here. So yes, that will be taken care of very soon. So. As I said, this is needing some industrial zoning here. We're going to throw in just a basic industrial zoning. I want to finish this road up, though. I had an idea that I wanted to do here. It kind of like... I'm not sure how much traffic actually uses this road because it has 2 stops that it has to go through right there. But we'll see what happens. Only reason I did it is so that there would be access that was to the highway. You know what? I don't like that. I just thought about it. It's access to the highway, and everybody's going to start using it. So, nope. No access to the highway from that point across the train tracks. That's a stupid idea. That's a stupid idea. That is not a solution. I love making stuff perfect, like functionality-wise. Yeah, well, I know, Drackart. On console, there's a trash issue after 120,000. All right, we're getting there pretty soon. But one thing I found is these cool-ass buildings right here, Vanilla. His train stations are perfect. These cool-ass buildings right here, they're in the trash section. They're at the top, though. Appear in content creator packs. It's the eco-friendly incinerator plant. No pollution. Absolutely no pollution. I could stick this sucker right here in the middle of my neighborhood if I wanted to. The only problem is noise. So that's obviously why you don't put it in a neighborhood. But as you can see, I've got 1, 2 right there because I noticed a trash issue in my test build coming up over here. And I was like, oh, what's going on? And I have like no dumps over here. I guess I didn't have any dumps over here. Oh, they were all feeding off of the dumps on this side, and this incinerator plant, it was doing me no good. But I figured out that those actually do a really good job. You throw the large trucks on them, you can kind of stick them almost wherever, unless wherever you can deal with noise and stuff like that, and you don't want to deal with pollution. They help out a lot. Unemployed. There's just no road connection, which I fixed the spawn points. That doesn't stop the notification. Can you use workshop assets on console? I cannot, Greg, unfortunately. What they do for us is these content creator packs at the top of the list right here. You see that? We'll get stuff like this. This is PlayStation, mind you. PlayStation, I get, I can go up to the top here. Content creator pack, it goes to Japan, all these other things like that. And then they have, where is it? Resorts. This one here. So Eddie Kavango, created by Matt Crooks. If you look it down here on the descriptions of the city over here, you can see this was created by somebody, an actual modder. The same thing right here, Matt Crooks. This was not. And I think there was something else, but that's probably on Xbox. But those 3 buildings actually made it onto PlayStation from some modder. That's as far as we get, basically. Xbox has quote-unquote mods. It's basically a bunch of stuff from Matt Crooks. And a couple other things. There's a couple other things, but really, no, we don't get anything from the workshop. We don't get mods and stuff like that. But the biggest issue the reason behind that is that the console version and the PC version were put out there by different people. I mean, it was all put out there by Paradox, but my dog's over here having a dream. He's like doing the whole paw thing, and so funny. I could hear him. But because they had somebody else like adapt it to console, they didn't do the mods and stuff like that. So I'm hoping, absolutely keeping my fingers and toes and my hair crossed, beard crossed, look at, like I'm gonna cross my beard right now, that they have mods like PC does when they finally put the version out on PlayStation and Xbox for City Skylines 2. It's PDX mods from launch time. Yes, that's pretty much, you've got it. RLS, yeah. Like, I always cry and complain because I would absolutely... Oh, I've got to fix some problems here. Because I would absolutely love to have, like, Traffic Manager. The Traffic Manager is probably the most #1 mod I would absolutely love to have out of every single one of them. Then on top of that, I would absolutely love to have Move It. I did put out a video not too long ago. If anybody hasn't seen my... it's been a long time since I put out just edited videos. But if you look at my edited videos, I do have a top 5 or top 10 wanted mods for PC or for console from PC type of thing. And yeah, they're definitely all the ones that PC players take for granted, I would have to say, or use all the time, to be honest, like move it and stuff like that. So, uh-oh, my phone is going crazy. I gotta like turn this alarm off. I have no idea what that alarm is for. It keeps going off every day at one, or not every day, but every Sunday at 1:57. I'm like, why is this alarm here? So, all right, we did everything I wanted to do. We've got this going. Oh, I had to add in. Need to color it up. Didn't do that. Let's do this really quick. Give it some color. And Color Up is actually a reference to another YouTube channel that I absolutely love. If you don't know what Color Up is, you don't gamble. Color Up is a... he does craps. He teaches you craps and stuff like that. Dice. So you throw dice, you know, you don't want to get the 7 type of thing. So if you like to go and gamble, you like to go to Vegas and things like that, or I mean, obviously if you're in Europe, you can't go to Las Vegas. Well, I mean, you can, but it costs you some money and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, Color Up, I was saying that on purpose because Color Up is my, one of my favorite channels on YouTube to watch. I have learned so much from that guy about gambling, or not gambling, but as far as, craps, the game of craps. So, all right, so we've got Whiskey Hills building up. This is looking really good too. This is exactly what I wanted. I was thinking it was going to look like the school area, the elderly area there, this train stop. I mean, this is absolutely looking wonderful. We put this little road in. One thing I wanted to do before we got going here and before I showed off the city in full view is this little spot right here has been bugging me so much. I love it. We got this little shopping square over here and everything like that. But this spot right here, I have had this idea for it. I was screwing around with it in a couple of my test builds. I even did it in the last test build I was doing. And I want so badly to put a little private airport in right here. We have the main airport for people to fly from city to city, country to country, things like that. But they have this coolest, and I love it because I've always thought flying an airplane or a helicopter would be like the coolest thing in the world. I've just always been afraid to do it. So I figured I want to put in the Aviation Club. This is in the Unique Buildings. It's a level 5. It's one of the coolest buildings they put in there with one of the DLCs. So one of the things I like to do though is check this out. I'm going to do this really quick. Start streaming. No, if it was 1:57, that'd be way too late to start streaming because all of my frickin' people over in Europe would be waiting way too long for me. I'm actually like totally stoked that like as many people have from Europe are watching me right now. Thanks, Jackart. I'm totally happy that the people that are from Europe are watching me right now. 11 p.m. for our last right now. You see that? So thank you guys so much. I actually totally appreciate it 100%. So I'm going to throw this road in right here. This is the idea I have. Oh, what in the world? I'm going to throw the road in right here because it's going to take care of this like mistake I made with the concrete right there. You see that? That's not, see how it turned black on the lines? It's not going to allow any buildings to build right there. So I'm going to go with the straight road. Oh, I need to turn on my angles and everything really quick. Hold on. Go up just a little bit. And I'm still... Frickin' Drackart. You know, I almost think that if I made it over to where Drackart is, me and him could hang out and have a beer one day or something. Or a drink of any kind, whatever. Maybe even a tea or a coffee. I think we would get along. As well as a lot of you guys. Really, to be 100% honest, I think if we could ever figure out, like... I've thought about this. You know how, what is that game? It's a... Diablo or something they have... Or no, not Diablo. There's some game that they have, like, specifically have a festival for. I can't remember the name of it because I don't play the game. And, oh, I'm doing way too much here. Hold on. And, what is it? It's 5 a.m. during the 6-week summer vacation. Doing it. Oh my God, Arlass. Oh, what is that? I just don't play the game, so I can't think of it. It's made by Xbox. Microsoft just bought them. It's made by Activision or whatever. But anyway, they have this huge festival all the time. I always thought it'd be so cool to start up a festival that is based on city skylines and the love of city skylines, and even like, you know, things that are similar and stuff like that. And just, I mean, it wouldn't be huge, obviously, but it'd be something like throw it out in Las Vegas or somewhere cool, Los Angeles, New York or something, and just invite Paradox if they wanted to come. And I don't know, to me, I think it'd be cool. And then be able to meet other creators, other people who are just players that want to meet the creators and stuff like that and stuff. Yeah, could you imagine getting to go to a con, a cities con, and meeting City Planner Plays and like being like, dude, all right, cool, get to take. I mean, maybe I'm just being a total geek about it, but I think that'd be awesome. I mean, I really do think that'd be super awesome to meet like City Planner Plays, and yeah, maybe, like I said, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being a total geek, but I think it'd be awesome. All right. Sweet. Hope we get a new city builder soon from somebody who actually shows passion for the genre. I get it. Truckers MP with my friends are crazy. Plan to buy us monitors tickets and they had to cancel that later. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so now we got this cool little area here. We're going to design this up a little bit. Let's see. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. So we've only been going for a little bit of time here. I think this is perfect. We'll get this part finished up. I've just been wanting to do this. You see how the train track curls around and then comes up out of there right there? This whole area, I wasn't 100% sure what to do with it. And then I started messing around and I threw this in there on one of my test builds. And this, I'm a little bit different from what I had before, but this is like, honestly, what I had in mind. I really like it. Cities Con sounds dope. Dude, I think Cities Con would be awesome. I think it really would. It really would. Oh, BlitzCon, BlazeCon, it starts with a B. Oh, I can't think of it now. But, you know, it could turn into something even bigger, you know, like there could be a section for other games that are coming out from Paradox and stuff, you know, if they wanted to show that off. Okay, hold on, I gotta pause right now. This right here is one of the absolute best reasons I love this asset. We have the ability to have this asset here. These little planes right here, I see them all the time where I live. Every single day, all day, every day. People love flying these planes around here. They fly from here to Portland, to Klamath Falls, to California. Like, there's certain areas in California. They fly to Reno, Nevada. There's so many people that fly these little planes around here. So to me, I have a great love for it. Like I said, I always thought it'd be kind of cool to have a pilot's license. So you see these little planes. Once this thing takes off, it's going to fly all around the city here, and it's going to do all its little laps and loops and everything, and then come back and land. I've sat here watching these things before, and I think it is so cool that these things do that, because, I mean, that, again, it's just one of the things in life that I get to see in reality, and it's one of the things that they have given to us in this game that kind of help to add to that little bit of reality. Because, I mean, these things do the same thing. They fly in a freaking circle and then land again. You're like, wow, that's great. The giant plane just made a circle. These ones are way more realistic. So this is why I wanted to build this here. So anyway, one thing that I really like doing along with this area here is coming into the airport zone, grabbing this, the aviation museum. And, oh, I could not put it in here. I thought it would be kind of neat to be able to put it in here, but it's having some troubles, and I think it has to do with the roads. Hold on, I think I can fix this. Let's pause. that road there. Oh, I see what's going on. Shiitake mushrooms. Well, fuck. Alright. I guess it's not going to work the way I planned. Usually, I totally love putting the aviation museum. Wrong. There we go. The aviation museum in right there with this and stuff like that. But apparently, it's not going to give me that ability to do that. So... Just back notice. Hold on, flat on something with wheels. You guys gotta push me through the con. You gotta know us. You got it. We'll help you out. Can I make this road fit in here without taking those buildings out? Nope. Cannot do it. Alright. So, I think I'm just going to leave this alone for right now. Until I come up with a different plan. Because this is slightly different from what I was thinking. Before, I only put the road just up. Like, one of my test builds, I went up, like, right here where the runway is. And just kind of made the road go across. And I was able to get the museum in there, and right now I like what I have done. It helps with the track and stuff like that, so I think what I'm going to do is leave this alone. I'm going to come up with a different plan so I can get the museum in there, but I think I'm going to incorporate a little bit more of the property here, a little bit around the train tracks. Might have to cross the train tracks or have the train tracks go over a road or something like that, but I think this is going to still work out in the future. I just don't have a good idea for it yet. And I want to leave this alone. So I really like the way I set this up right now. It's just unfortunate that I did not do this in my test build, because it would have made this go a lot smoother for me. All right, let's fix this. We got turn the angles off. Yeah, I just prefer the way the road is set up right now, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to go with this because it just looks too good to not keep this. I mean, in my mind, it looks good, but you know, that's what I like. So the fact that I don't know, maybe it's just to me because the runway's there, that runway is over there. It just kind of almost goes together. They could almost be using this air traffic controller tower to let their people run out there. I know they have that as their air traffic tower, but you know what I mean. So I wonder though, that gives me an interesting idea. I've never tried this before. Huh. Yeah, they want to be attached to a concourse, huh? So maybe... Holy crap. Nope. Wait. No, not the concourse. What the frickin' hell? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, this is what I wanted. That's what... Shit. And too close to that. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me right now. Can I do it now? Can I? Thank you, please. Holy smanoles. Alright. I mean, this is just a test. I just wanted to see if it looked cool or not. Come on, game. Just let me play. I mean, it kind of looks cool. Maybe I could work with this. I don't know. Not 100% on this one. All areas are at the same time in VR. Whoa. Where am I missing here? I am obviously missing something. Okay, I see Noma's talking about cities in VR. I have 100% considered it too, but it would cost me another $500 on top of buying the $30 City Skylines VR game because I own a PlayStation 5. I mean, and there's no way in hell my poor little sad laptop over here would handle a Quest or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm kind of screwed at that point. I'm going to leave that for the moment until I check this out in my test build. This might disappear next week. I just like having a freaking tower there. It's so tall. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm going to wait till I do my test build. I'm going to wait. Yep. All right, y'all, let's check this out. Let's check out our city. This city has gotten so freaking big. Look at this. There's the airport. The airport is amazing. There's our industrial area across the way. Our new area for housing and everything over there that we built. This is looking freaking amazing too. But seriously, this city is getting huge. I can't believe, I'm going to back up for a minute. 77,000 plus people in this city. We aren't even at 100,000 people yet. My goal within the next 2 weeks is to hopefully get us to 100,000 people in the city. So we're going to obviously be working on putting in a lot more housing and stuff like that. And since I want to get us to 100,000 people in the city, I think we're going to start focusing back on this area over here. I have a really good idea for a little business zone over here, how to kind of complete this area technically, then kind of build it into housing and such, obviously, and then work around the train tracks. In my test build over the week, I obviously went like well over what I did today in today's build, but I have this really good idea of what I want to continue on. So next week what I'm going to do is take what I've done today, obviously turn it into my new test build, and kind of rework what I've done in this area. Like I said, my goal next 2 weeks here, we'll do 2 more weeks of Foosha, and I really want to... Oh, good night, Chris. Thank you for sticking around. I'm about to end, so thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the stream. I super appreciate it, man. I really, really do. So, yeah, we're going to come back. We're going to start putting in the effort to really work our way towards 100,000 people in the next 2 weeks here. That's going to focus on this zone here, this area. So I hope you all join me. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome and amazing. One thing I want to do here right now, this is going to look really cool. I love doing this. We're going to the nighttime view. Oops. And we're going to hide this and take a look. Oh, look at Foosha at night. That is so cool. So thank you all for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it, especially for all my European viewers that have joined me well late into the night today. You are all super, super awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. We will be back next week here in Foosha, taking care of a couple of needs that we need, like I just said. And until then, I hope you all stay safe and don't get too crazy out there. This world is getting crazy, and I hope you all are just as well protected as I am in my life. I guess I'm not that well protected, but hey, we all like to pretend, right? So y'all, thank you for so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. And until then, I love you, and I will see, and take care of yourselves. Enjoy the red breast. I sure am. You can tell already if you haven't noticed the speech impediment like Track Art did. Take it easy, y'all. I'm going to find the button and get the hell out of here. Have a good night, and